So you're thinking about moving out of the state, but you've never moved out of the state before. You're feeling a little bit anxious and you're not really sure where to start. Well, I'm here to help you. I've been constantly helping people relocate. Augusta, Connecticut, Illinois, from Germany, Japan, Turkey, you name it. And I use my personal and professional experience to help my clients because my family and I, we moved from Illinois to Georgia back in 2015 and we've moved several times locally. So in this video, I'll be sharing 5 valuable tips to help you overcome challenges when moving out of state and make your relocation smoother and stress-free. And all of that is coming up just for you right after this. Hey everybody, I'm Delresa Rollerson, Augusta Certified Relocation Specialist, and welcome to the original Living in Augusta, Georgia channel. If this is your first time to the channel, here you'll learn what it's like to eat, work, play, and invest in the Augusta, Georgia area. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, press the bell to be notified every time we upload video. We get calls, emails, and text messages every day from people relocating here and all over for that matter, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking of moving to the Augusta, Georgia area or anywhere else in the world, whether it's in the next 6 months, next year, the next 2 years, or the next 30 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and don't worry, we've got you covered when it comes to your real estate relocation needs. So let's get into the reason why you're on the channel today. So you're planning to move out of state and you want to avoid making some of the common mistakes people make when they're relocating long distance, then this video, I'm telling you, is absolutely perfect for you because I'm going to share 5 challenges and then I'll also share 5 tips to make the process smoother for you. And trust me, you will not want to miss the bonus tip at the end. So especially if you're planning to purchase your home and work with a lender and obtain a mortgage. So it's definitely going to be a great tip for you at the end. So one of the most common issues that I find a lot of times is working with those who are moving to an area. They've never been to the area before. They have no idea what the area has to offer. They're not familiar with the layout of the land, the dynamics of the culture there, the demographics. They just don't know what the area has to offer. And sometimes people are really just drawn to an area because they like the weather, like we did. We moved here because of the weather. Sometimes people are moving for a job or a fresh start, but really having no personal representation in the area is something that I do not recommend at all. So my very first tip is to have someone on the end that you're moving to serve as your hands on your feet. And of course, a common way to do that is to partner with a realtor who's familiar with long distance moves and for the area that you're moving to. Sometimes you may have family or friends where you're planning to move, and in those cases, you can have a strong network to assist you with your move because you can have your family or your friends work with the realtor on the end that you're moving to. For instance, I had that to happen. I had a family that was moving from out of the country. They were actually moving from Turkey, and they had a family member that was here. So I was able to meet with their family member, and I also did the Zoom with my clients, of course, but then I met with the family member in person. So they stood in proxy for their family. And that was really able to be done because they trusted me. I was able to really learn what it was that they were looking for. I did that during our various Zoom sessions. And then in meeting with the family member here, the family member served as their eyes and their feet in addition to me, of course. So that's a way that you can move to an area without really knowing. Many people have a realtor that's partnered with you or either have a family member or a friend partner with that realtor. Then you have a strong support system that can assist you. And my client actually purchased their house sight unseen. They loved the house. They invited me over to their housewarming, and the house was just beautiful. They were enjoying the home. And actually, if you check out this video here, you can see my client. That's my client who relocated from another area, from another country to the United States, and I was able to assist them sight unseen. Of course, when moving to a new area, one of the challenges people face is lack of local network. They don't know anyone. So to help our clients with this emotional aspect of moving, we share our local resources and also a local network of professionals that's needed when relocating, just to really make it smoother and to make it a lot more fluid. Because when we moved here, we didn't know anyone. So I try to help so my clients really will know someone when they're moving to their area. Even if they're moving to another area that's outside of the Augusta, Georgia area, and I put them in touch with another one of my team members, I really want to make sure that I'm putting them in touch with someone that is able to plug them into the community. So in regards to that, the tip would be to begin researching and building your network in the area before moving to the area that you're moving to, before relocating. Start building your network. Another challenge people have when relocating is managing the logistics and coordinating their moves, especially for the long distance moves and also for military families on a tight timeline due to their PCS orders. That's permanent change of station, which is PCS orders, which that can really add an extra layer of stress to it. It can be challenging. It can just be very uncomfortable for them, not really knowing where to start. So a lot of times when there's a home that needs to be sold before moving, and the client is not familiar with the process of coordinating the sale of their home and coordinating that with the purchase of the home that they're purchasing in a different state or in a different area. Also, they're not really sure about the timing of when to put their house on the market to make the move and just to make it smooth. We have actually answers for that. To overcome this challenge is you not only need a realtor, but you need one that specializes in expert coordination. That's basically relocation. So you have realtors that are locally, and then you also have realtors that specialize in relocation, because there are a lot of moving parts in this type of situation. Timing can be critical. Coordinating the sale of your home and you're purchasing a new home in another state or another country, it's like orchestrating a symphony. I mean, like, the timing has to be precise. And it really does require that precision. And really, it's needed because you don't want to be in a situation where your home hasn't sold, you bought a new home, and now you have 2 mortgages. And then you don't want to have a house that you're sold and not have another house that's prepared to move into or that you're getting ready to close on. And to help prevent that, this is actually an area that I'm able to help you with, because we literally have teammates throughout the entire United States and also in 23 additional countries. So no matter where you're located, we can assist you with your real estate needs, whether you're selling a home or purchasing a home. And I can personally assist you with your real estate needs here in the Augusta, Georgia area. So I don't connect you with my team members and leave you. What I do is I'll partner with you along the way. So you literally have 2 agents. You'll have 2 real estate professionals working on your behalf. They'll be serving as your local expert with their local expertise while I'm in regular contact with you to ensure the process is going smoothly. So we make sure that the move, so your move there and your move here or wherever you're moving somewhere else, that is seamless with our clients. Whether you're PCSing and your orders are there, your PCS schedule, your personal schedule, we're really making sure that the transactions are going and they're working cohesively together. Another challenge I've noticed with those relocating is basically time constraints. Often when people relocate, they're relocating because of their jobs. Sometimes it's military. And when military says you have to move, we're in a military town, so we work with military personnel all the time. They have a very limited window to relocate. When the military says you must move, you must move. You don't have an option. You can't say, I don't want to move right now. Like, you have to move. So we totally get it. Many of us here are literally military people ourselves. My son is actually Air Force. He's in the Air Force. So I understand the urgency of moving. I understand the timing of moving. I mean, it's extremely critical, especially for the military moves, but also for the personal moves as well. So we, as the realtors, and we have a professional networks that is with us to helping you along the way. We make sure that we work within the parameters and within the time period that we're having to, so you can relocate and so you can get plugged into your new location without any issues. And when it comes to timing, sometimes there's a change in, say, for instance, your orders, your PCS orders, or a change in plans for your job. So that's not a problem with us, because we often work with people who basically things sometimes change, their plans change. And so we're well versed in streamlining the process. So we understand sometimes plans change. Sometimes you may get orders from military to go to one location, and sometimes they change. I personally have had that to happen. I had someone who was relocating from the Georgia area, and they were relocating. They got PCS orders to move to Indiana. I put them in touch with my teammate there in Indiana, got a house, put the house under contract. We were just a couple of weeks from getting ready to close on their home, and then my client got new orders, so they had to move to another state. So what we had to do was cancel that transaction that they had in Indiana. I then put them in touch with another one of my team members in the other state that the military had them move to, found them a home, put them under contract for their home, and they're now moved in and enjoying their home. So things change. So that's something that's a process. So don't worry about that if you encounter changes with your plans. So this leads me to another tip, which is to be very transparent with your realtor and your lender regarding your timing. So be sure to communicate with both your realtor and your lender the timeline of what's going on with your move. So if there are any deadlines for things going on for you in relation to your move, if anything changes, definitely be sure to let them know. So another hurdle to get over when coming from a different area, particularly when you're coming to the Augusta, Georgia area, is becoming familiar with the actual real estate market differences. So this would be for the actual real estate market and the housing. And a question that I get asked a lot is, when is a good time to buy in Augusta? So the Augusta market is really unique because of so many variables here. We don't often follow like the traditional market trends where specific seasons or economic factors generally influence the time to buy and sell. So the ideal time to buy a house in Augusta is when you and your finances are ready. And I will tell you, I will say that because the military is always looking for housing. We have people coming from Amazon, the medical district, Starbucks plant is here, the T-Mobile plant is here, the Masters, it comes and goes. So a lot goes on in Augusta to make our market trend very unique here. Makes our pricing very unique. Our industry is very unique. So really just learning the different real estate market and the industry, what's going on, can definitely be a challenge. Also the different laws, because each area has a different law when it comes to real estate. For instance, like here in our area, we have a due diligence period. So once you put a property under contract, we're given by law a due diligence where we're able to have a process, the home inspection done. And then if during that due diligence, if you decide you don't want the home, you can terminate your contract and you can get your earnest money back. So that's something that's specific to the Georgia area. So different areas has different rules that we have to go by and abide by when it comes to real estate law. Also, another challenge can be trying to get adjusted to the housing in the area that you're moving to, because those homes may be constructed differently than what you're accustomed to. Say, for instance, here in the Augusta, Georgia area, we don't have a lot of basements. We do have basements, but not a lot. Like, our homes are generally more affordable compared to the national average. Well, you get a bigger bang for your buck here. Our houses are larger. Our yards are more spacious than some areas. We have neighborhood amenities like pools, sidewalks, street lights. We've got homeowners association fees. For some neighborhoods we do, some neighborhoods we don't. So those are things that are kind of different for our particular area. So wherever you're moving, there are going to be differences for that specific area in regards to the real estate. So the tip that I have in regards to this challenge is to really be ready for what the market has to offer in your new location. Stay flexible, be open to the unique features of the area. So when you're moving to a new area, it's not just about the market, it's also about being personally ready for what the local real estate scene has to offer. So be flexible, open-minded, be willing to embrace the new area's potential benefits for you, because you got to really understand the dynamics of the neighborhoods, the amenities, the lifestyle offerings may be different. So by doing this, honestly, your home buying experience can be a lot smoother than if you do not embrace that mindset. So I said I would have a bonus challenge and tip. So the bonus challenge is wanting to basically move to an area and buy without having employment in the new area. Because sometimes we do have people who will want to purchase a home and they want to get a mortgage with the lender and they don't know the process that the lender has to go through, and they'll say, oh, I'll just get employment when I move to the area. That is not going to be a viable option often. So the bonus tip in overcoming this challenge is, before you move to the area, be sure you have employment lined up in the area that you're moving to. So even if you're a remote worker, so remember, you're still going to need to provide employment verification for a traditional loan. So to basically confirm that your employer is on board with you living in the area that you're considering. So this not only satisfies the mortgage lender's requirements for verification, but it also sets you up for a smooth transition. So preparation is important. It's very, very important that having employment secured beforehand is going to really make your journey to home ownership much easier. It's going to make it a smoother process for you and for everyone else involved. Time doesn't allow me to cover all of the challenges one can face when relocating. I mean, like all of the challenges. So if there's anything I missed, or if you've experienced anything that you would like to share as far as challenges and tips, feel free to comment below. Help others on their journey in relocating. So if you've ever moved out of state, let me know what you moved to. Did you move across country? Did you move locally? Did you move to another country? Are you planning on moving? Where are you planning to move to? So reach out, let us know, and let's schedule a Zoom call. So we want to hear from you. We want to hear your story. We want to understand your unique needs and help make your relocation smooth. Remember, I can assist you in the entire United States, 23 additional countries. We absolutely love assisting people in their moves. And their first step is reaching out. You got to give us a call. Send us a text. Send us an email. We've got your back when relocating, no matter your area. Once again, my name is Delresa Rollerson, your relocation specialist, and see you in the next video.